Hey guys, and welcome to 120 Thieve Update Day. We are now rocking the 120 Thieving Cape for the brand new extended skill coming to Runescape 3. Now, Thieving has sort of gone past the normal 110 which Jagex is putting on these new skills and has gone right the way up to 120 with a brand new way of training Thieving called Heists. Now, in this video, we'll do a quick run of the heist and then later on I'm going to do a loot from so many heists as well. But just wanted to go through a little bit of the skill guide and all the new stuff which has been added. Now, if you haven't seen, I've gone through the update post yesterday. I'll put that in the corner of the video if you want to check that out. It just goes through the post and I'll put it in the description as well, just to highlight all the stuff which is coming into the game. So once you go on to the skill menu, you'll see a couple of different things. One is that we've got a lot of new pickpocketing things, brand new stalls, brand new chests, brand new loots as well. And as you can see from here, from level 99, there is a lot of content they have put in here. And it seems to be such a well thought out update as well. Now, if we go from pickpockets, we have Firewatch, we also have Gobies, we have Menethos Market Guards, Wizard Towers Mages, and also Archaeology Professors. This just doesn't go past 100. A lot of these have lesser versions higher up as well. There's been brand new NPCs put in as low as level 50 to 60. So they've put in a lot of depth, not only between 99 to 120, but throughout the earlier levels as well. From pretty much level 50 onwards, they've put some new NPCs in. They've put some new stalls to really pad out thieving, which is something I think they've not done as much with the other skills, but it's really nice that they've gone for this as well. Now, they've also added things in regards to chests. Chests have had a little bit of a rework. We've had some brand new chests added with some loot as well. So for an example, Ryzel is going to have necromancy runes, which could be a really good way to make some profit. There's going to be another way of getting congealed blood, which I do think is important because congealed blood is very much in demand item which doesn't quite have the volume coming into the game, but that's in Darkmere. We have chests now in the city of the Wizards Guild, Oriana Altar, Teleport Cave as well, so that'd be one to check out. Black Knight's Fortress, which I thought this would be fodder, but there's actually quite a lot of black weapons, I think the scimitars, which do drop relatively good components and can be a little bit expensive. So as you can see, brand new range of chests, we've got brand new pickpockets, we've got some new stalls as well. So we've got stalls in Xanaris, we've got it in the Vampire District as well, which is very nice, just to flesh out that feel of thieving. But the most important thing is heists. So we have two heists. We have one in the Alcaride dig sites, which we're going to go and check out first. This is the one we're going to do first. And then we also have the Arsenal in the Anachronia area as well, which you can do. I think it's level 115, but we'll soon find out. So I'm going to go and teleport to the Alcaride dig site and let's go and find out if we can do it and have a little bit of a quick run involved as well. There we go. So the heist symbol is here just between the kitchens and the chapel. So we'll speak with Lara, who is going to be the contact we're going to have with the Thieves Guild. You need to inspect the vault door and then Lara will start speaking to you then. So we'll just go through all of these options. What are the heists and all that sort of stuff as well. And we can go on from there. But the good thing is as well, if you're looking for heists, just look for the Thieving logo in these areas as well. Okay, so I've already had a go. So what I thought I'd do is re-record it because I have a bit more of an idea what I want to do. So once you're ready to go, I'm ready to head in and Lara will throw you into the vault. So what you want to be doing is looking out for dead legionnaires, chests, and also safes. Whenever you're looting from the dead legionnaires, there is a timer which can proc, which means you can summon one of these ghost legionaries. Legionaries are what are looking to catch you, and this ring is your basic radius of where you can get caught. If you walk into that ring, you are pretty much automatically caught and they will take some loot away from you. Once the spirit is disturbed, once you get to 100%, that is when the extra legion will be summoned. And then once that's summoned, you have a chance of getting caught straight away. But pretty much the point of heist is to work around 3 different rooms, looting as much as you can. And then once you've got all your loot, you can then loot on the rare chest and then leave the heist. Now, the Legionnaires are a little bit annoying because of the proc where you can summon an extra Ghost Legionary. You don't want too many of these knocking around because those are what's going to take your main loot away from you. But the main point of doing this is trying to get the loot from the chests, safes, and dead Legionaries without getting caught by the ghosts. So once you've completed the room, so we've completed the chest and then also the dead Legionary on the floor, you then move on to your next level. Now, sometimes you will see these shadow chests. So basically with a shadow chest, what you need to do is use the batteries you are looting on the shadow anchors, which will be somewhere in the room. Once the shadow anchor is anchored in, that's what will make these shadow chests appear. Now, you want to watch for ghost legionaries because they do move and they do come into these little rooms. You do have some rooms which have little agility shortcuts you can get out, but some you will have to hide into the grass. Once you hide into the grass on certain rooms, they will not get near you. So we'll continue to work our way through, and once you get as much loot, you then move on to the next set of rooms. So keep an eye out for things like pads and anchors, because that's what you want to throw your batteries onto. Now, the grass like this is where you're going to hide. So if you have a legionary which is going to come into your radius and you have a chance of being in that circle, just run into this grass here and then you aren't visible. Now, while the legionary is very slow in moving, you can dive and stuff, but you do have a chance of getting caught. And when you get caught, that is when they take loot from you. So what I'm going to go and do, I'm going to go and activate this shadow anchor. And as you can see, it will take some batteries away from me, 10 batteries every time, but then it means that chest is now visible and I can now loot it as well. Now, I would say that the rooms get progressively harder, and when we get to room 3, that is when we'll talk a little bit more. But for this, you pretty much just run around, avoid this one, and then once you get to the next level of rooms, you do get more guards on the lookout for you as well. Now, in terms of problems and what I would consider like issues and stuff, the things I sort of pay most attention to is these dead legionaries, just because they have a very big chance of summoning an extra ghost, and if they do, that's what's going to cause you a problem. Now, this is going to be a problem for me because I'm now in that radius. Because I was in that radius, I have now been caught, and because of that, I have lost some loot as well. Now, one thing you want to make sure you're very quick on as well, once you've been caught, to make sure to get out of the way of a legionary very quick, because it can happen when you get caught and you get caught back to back to back, and you can lose a lot of loot in the process as well. But as you can see, I'm in the grass, I'm heading away. In terms of this floor, I just need to go and do the 2 dead legionaries. The only annoying thing is though, it's in the middle, and sometimes it can be worth it, sometimes it might be better to skip. But we'll get moving, and then we need to go and hit the dial in that room there, and that will take us on to the next one. And in terms of the rooms, they are pretty much all the same. Like, it's the same kind of thing for all of them, where you just need to go and keep looting stuff and just stay out of the way of the guard. That is basically the emphasis of Heists, is get as much loot as possible and stay away from the guards as much as possible as well. And we're going to go and rummage this dead legionary, and hopefully we don't proc the ghost. Sometimes you get all of the loot and you don't have any issues with it. But then sometimes it can be a right nightmare because you basically fail. I think every time you summon the ghost, because you've got 3 chances, is when you've technically failed a pickpocket. So yeah. Right, so the legionary has gone, and again, that's one of the gaps you can go and get into. There's a little chest there as well. Keep an eye out for those little gaps, because those are going to hide things like chests and safes. Not often do we hide the dead legionaries. It's normally a chest or a safe you can go, and they're the easy ones as well. So yeah, we've taken everything we can from that one, and I think the bar above his head is showing like your fail rate. So once you get a fail, you go a third up on the bar. So once we are done with this floor, we're going to go and hit this shadow dial. This is going to go and take us onto the next level. So again, onto the next level, pretty much the same emphasis as the rest. We want to make sure that we're looting the safes, the chests, the dead legionaries, and also as well, keeping away from these guards, because we don't want to lose our loot, but also to keep attention for shadow anchors. Shadow anchors will unlock the shadowy chests, which just means you're going to get more and more rewards. That's what these pylon batteries are for, is to click on the shadow anchors to then unlock those chests. In terms of XP, from what I've seen so far, actually, it isn't that bad during the heist. You also get a big XP drop as well towards the end of the heist, once you throw your loot and collect your loot from Lyra as well, which is really nice. I thought it was just going to be the XP from actually doing the heist, but no, you actually get a bigger lump towards the end, which is a decent reward. And you can see that this is going to be some decent XP as well. So I'm going to hide really quickly in the grass, see if I can get out of the way, get that dead legionary, because there's also a safe there as well. I'm going to go to the safe really quick because he might catch me. But once you've done this a couple of times, I think this will be one way you really sort of like catch what to do in the mechanics very quickly. It has a real big feel of like old school pyramid plunder, where you would do it with numerous people, even not people you're sort of linked with, and you would follow and you'd like kind of help each other out. And it's something which I think, in terms of the skilling method, the game does miss a little bit. Like, plunder was really good when you had a couple of people running plunder at the same time, just because it would help you like spot things and stuff like that. But it's nice to have it out. So I'm just hiding in the grass, waiting for this legion to go away. I can escape there. So whacking on the anchor, which then means this chest becomes available. And then I slowly make sure to like cover all the rooms and then work my way up. And in that way, I've not missed anything. I've not got to backtrack. I've just known that I got to keep an eye on the guards from a certain point, and you work your way forward. So far we're up to 190 items in our looting bag, which isn't actually too bad. And in terms of the time as well, 7 minutes isn't actually that bad. I'll probably skip a little bit of this as well, like when I'm just doing looting stuff, because I don't want to make this as long of it as possible, but I want to show you guys enough of this heist and like what you can do with it as well. So that is this room complete, and then we'll go through the barrier, and I think this is what you need the seals for, to be able to go through to the next level. Now, this one's a really easy room. All you're going to do here is just click on the anchor to get this chest, And this room here is going to be a bit more complex. And the best way for me to describe it is if you've seen any VO07 gameplay, it's very much like Sodaseg's room, where you get a path mapped out for you in the Shadow Realm. So we'll click on the Shadow Crystal in a second and we'll be able to see it very, very quickly. So as you can see here, the path is put out for you. Now, one thing I would say is that don't go diagonal. Diagonal basically means that you'll get caught. And then once you get caught, you'll then lose some of your loot. Right, so this one here, you can go and do the anchor very, very quickly. And then this basically means that all of your loots are available. So you've got a chest here and a dead legionnaire and then some chests over there as well. Now, in this area, you've got 3 separate rooms. And the first time I did it, I did this one and then go to the grand chest. That rare chest there, I think, is the finish line. Once I clicked that the first time and looted from it, that was pretty much the finish for it. So just to make this video a little bit shorter, I'll go and do that. 100% I have been a lot better on this run. Last run, wasn't aware what I was doing, getting caught a lot. And to be fair, video quality as well, I didn't think it was as good as what it could be to show you guys this brand new update. So I've done it again just to show you guys like how I would approach it again if I was going to go after it. And yeah, in terms of an update, it looks great. I think it's a very interactive method. I like that a lot of people are playing it. I think the XP you get rewarded for it as well will make it so that people will want to do this method continuously going forward, which is what's important with these skilling updates. There's no point in doing these skilling updates to not be able to have people play it or are interested in play it, because you're just going to go and take a massive step backwards. Now, while we finish off the rest of these chests, I just want to let you know that with this update, we're going to be doing some more videos. I'm probably going to go and do a loot from so many of these heists. I'm going to go do some on the Anagroni one as well, because it'll be interesting to see what the drop table's like. There already is a brand new item in the form of a necrotic anima stone. So basically how you have your animas for the normal runes, we now have one for necromancy runes, which I think is good because it will help control the amount of runes. It will bring more into the game, and maybe it will make the methods better for the rune crafters, but also bring the price a little bit down for people, because occasionally the necromancy runes can be a little bit on the expensive side. But we're going to have the reviews of the stalls and the new pickpockets. I'll probably do that in one big video. And just so I'm not bashing you guys with loads and loads of content, we'll do all of the extra stuff in one video just to cover like all of this update. Because really, in hindsight, it's a massive update they've done. And it seems to have been done in such detail and very well thought out. These are the kind of like upgrades to skilling which really are a benefit. And moving things into 120 and 110, this is where it can be a big benefit for us. So as you go, click the shadow crystal to then get it. I'm just going to go and finish the video off here and get the rare chest. I'll show you guys the loot and then we'll wrap the video up there. But like I said, if you are interested in watching any more videos I'm going to release today, make sure to hit that subscription button. Please like the video. It really helps me out. Someone's just got Millionaire's Death Mask drop, which will no doubt be bank. I'm just about to go and get the staff drop as well, because, you know, we can get lucky on day one maybe. But that's going to wrap the video up. I really hope you guys are looking forward to more content on the channel. We'll look at what we get in terms of a loot, and then we'll wrap it up from there. Now, in the first time I did this, I got roughly 1.5 mil, but I think I've got more loot this time. I've only been caught twice, actually, which is actually pretty good for me. So once we've looted that, yes, we can leave. You get a big buff with what's left. 13 minutes is a PB. Don't judge that time, because the first time I was getting a thumbnail. So yeah, we got a lot better that time round. And there we go. There is the drop table. There is the loot we've got. 1.5 mil actually for like 11 minutes of time. Really isn't that bad, as well as the thieving drop, which is about 125k-ish. Yes, it's a little bit generic. Yes, it's bringing in items which kind of didn't need it. Like the energies are already polishing off anyway. The bolt tips is good. Maybe bolt tips will take a little bit step back. We're going to have ashes. It's just your generic drop table, but maybe we'll get lucky next time and when we start to do a couple more runs as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how your day thieving is going. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.